You are a struggling artist. No label, no connections, no real support, just talent and a dream that refuses to die. Every day feels the same. You wake up, check your phone, see no new messages, no opportunities, no breakthroughs, just silence. You post your music online hoping it reaches someone, anyone, but it barely moves. A few likes, a few comments, nothing that changes your life. Your friends start telling you to be realistic, maybe get a job, maybe stop chasing something that clearly is not working. But you cannot let it go, because deep down you know you are different. You know you have something. People just have not seen it yet. Nights are the hardest. You sit alone, headphones on, replaying your own songs, wondering if you are actually good or just delusional. You think about quitting more than you would ever admit out loud, but something keeps you going, something stubborn, something unexplainable. Then, one night, everything changes. You're leaving a small studio session, frustrated, broke, and exhausted, when a black car pulls up slowly beside you. The window rolls down, and a man inside looks at you calmly, like he's been watching you for a long time. He says your name. You freeze, because you never told him your name. He tells you to get in, and for some reason, you do. The inside of the car is silent, smooth, expensive, the kind of silence that feels controlled, not natural. The man introduces himself, but the name doesn't matter. It sounds fake, like something designed, not real. He starts talking about your music, about specific lines from songs you barely remember recording. He knows everything, your habits, your uploads, even the times you almost quit. He says one sentence that stays in your mind. You are not failing. You are being delayed. You don't understand what he means, but then he leans closer and says, "We can change that." The next few days feel unreal. You get calls from people who never answered before, labels suddenly interested, producers reaching out, influencers posting your music. Your streams start climbing fast, then faster, then exploding. Your song hits 1 million, then 10 million, then charts. You're everywhere. Interviews, radio shows, your face on platforms you couldn't even access before. It feels like a dream finally happening. Finally, everything you believed about yourself is becoming real. You think about the man in the car, but you don't hear from him again until you do. A simple message arrives. "We're glad you are enjoying your success." You respond instantly, asking what he means. He replies with a location. No explanation, just a place and a time. You go. The building is quiet, hidden, no signs, no branding, just a plain structure that feels important, the kind of place that does not need to prove anything because everyone who matters already knows what it is. Even the air feels different as you step inside, heavier, controlled, like the building itself is watching you. Inside, you are greeted like you belong, like you were expected long before you ever arrived. No questions, no hesitation. Doors open before you reach them. People nod as you pass, not like fans, not like strangers, but like they already know exactly who you are and what you are becoming. You are led through long, silent hallways until you enter a private room. The same man is there, waiting, smiling slightly, like everything is going exactly as planned. But now you notice something else. Other people in the room. A famous artist you've seen your whole life. A billionaire whose name is constantly in the news. A politician you recognize from global headlines. They are all here, sitting, quiet, watching. And somehow, they all look like they are waiting too. The man congratulates you, his voice calm, controlled, almost proud. He tells you this is only the beginning. Then he explains that nothing you are experiencing is random. Nothing about your rise is natural. Every stream, every post, every opportunity, every connection, placed, guided, approved. You have been chosen, he says, not because you are the best, but because you are useful. You feel something shift inside you, something you cannot fully explain, but before you can react, he continues. We help shape culture. We decide what rises and what disappears, and now you are part of that system. You ask who "we" is, but again he ignores the question. Instead, he gestures subtly around the room. The artist, the billionaire, the politician. Different industries, same silence. In return for your success, he says, there will be small requests. Nothing major, nothing that will hurt you, just influence, just alignment. At first, it feels almost unreal, like you've stepped into a hidden level of the world you were never supposed to see. And then your life changes even more. You are no longer just successful, you are untouchable. Private jets, penthouses overlooking entire cities, rooms filled with people who once felt unreachable. You find yourself sitting at tables with celebrities you grew up watching, laughing like you've known them for years. Billionaires speak to you like an equal. Politicians shake your hand and ask for your opinion. You are invited into rooms where decisions are made, not announced. Your name moves differently now. When you release music, it doesn't just trend, it dominates. When you post, it doesn't just get attention, it controls conversations. You are no longer chasing the moment, you are the moment. And the requests feel small. Wear this symbol in your next video. Mention this phrase in your interview. Support this idea publicly. You hesitate sometimes, but you always find a way to justify it. This is how the industry works. This is how power moves. This is the price. And honestly, the life is addictive. The money, the influence, the access, the feeling that you've finally broken into something bigger than everyone else. You tell yourself it's worth it, until it isn't. The requests start changing. They become more specific, more uncomfortable. You are asked to promote people you do not respect, push narratives you do not believe in, reshape your art into something that feels empty, controlled, almost scripted. You begin to feel it. You are not creating anymore. You are performing a role. You hesitate for the first time, and that's when everything shifts. The next message you receive is simple. Do not forget how you got here. It doesn't feel like a warning. It feels like a reminder. You feel the pressure immediately, like invisible hands tightening around your life. You try to ignore it, focus on your success, but something is off. Every interview feels guided. Every performance feels watched. Every decision feels like it is already made before you make it. You are no longer moving freely. You are moving correctly. One night, they send you a request that crosses a line, something you cannot explain away, something that forces you to stop completely. You stare at the message for a long time. This time, you cannot justify it. And for the first time since everything started, you say no. Silence. No response, no warning, just silence. And somehow, that's worse. The next morning, everything begins to fall apart. Your music disappears from playlists overnight. Your streams drop like they were never real. Interviews are canceled without explanation. Brand deals vanish. Your phone stops ringing. Then the headlines begin. Questions about your character, rumors spreading, accusations you never saw coming, people turning on you, fans confused, then distant, then gone. Within days, everything you built disappears, just like that. You try to fight back, release new music, speak your truth, explain yourself, but it goes nowhere. It is like you have been erased, like the world has collectively decided you no longer exist. Then the message comes. We gave you everything, and you chose to walk away. You sit there, staring at your phone, finally understanding something you refused to see before. You were never in control. You were selected, elevated, and then removed, like it was nothing. You think back to that night, The building, the room, the people, the silence. And now it all makes sense. Your talent was real, your dream was real, but the power behind your success was never yours. And the moment you said no, you stopped being useful. You look around at your empty room. No fame, no noise, no validation, just silence again. The same silence you had before, but now it feels different, because now you know what is on the other side of it. And as you sit there trying to process everything, one thought keeps repeating in your mind. How many others said yes and never came back?